Well, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Don Cycles. Thank you for tuning in. As you'll have seen from a previous video, I told you about my setup, but I thought it'd be nice to tell you about some of the adaptations that I've made to the hand cycle. The first adaptation was to improve this frame that holds the battery, so I could have two batteries, and that will extend my range. And I'm sure I could do on the flat, I could do anything between 50 and 60 miles with those two batteries on the flat. And then another improvement we had, a dear friend Peter built us this frame that goes on there, attaches to the battery bracket, and on the frame I can have my wing mirrors, which are very, very useful for seeing what's coming up behind you. My phone holder on which I've filmed the videos with my iPhone 17 Pro Max in dual aspect. It also holds my motorcycle watch, so I can see what the time is easily without always reaching for the phone. It holds this lovely headlight that my son bought me, and that's very useful even on days like this, because on last Tuesday I went through some long tunnels and I really needed the headlight. It also takes my second phone, which is my sat-nav phone. I use Google Maps on there, so that will give me directions. And it also means I can have this lovely little bag by Rhino Walk, which will hold tools and battery banks and that sort of things. And our dear friend Peter made this frame for us. And then another improvement was to have a hydraulic brake. The disc brake here, the original one, was very thin, and it cracked and broke in the middle of the road once and gave me major problems. So my son's kindly fitted a mountain bike disc brake disc, and I've got this hydraulic brake which is fantastic, that doesn't need adjusting every week like an ordinary disc brake. I was always having to adjust this disc brake. And then another improvement there were only small wheels on before, and they were very difficult to manoeuvre the bike, say on and off trains or on and off buses. And so my son replaced it with these two caster wheels, which you can see are much more manoeuvrable for the hand cycle, which is very handy, because if I have to ask some rail platform staff to wheel it onto the train for me, it's nice that it's as easy as possible for them. Worth remembering, I forgot once to lock my battery onto the frame, and what happened, the battery shot off, landed in the middle of the road with cars coming up behind me, and it's quite an anxious moment when I thought they were going to run over my battery. But I was able to recover it, and I've covered the cracks with this high visibility tape. I thought it would be good to demonstrate how I hook up the hand cycle to my wheelchair. We need to get it lined up with the wheelchair. See that the wheelchair frame here, and then these two grabbers come over. You want them on both sides, and then you quickly tighten it up. I'll demonstrate how it goes up in the air. You want to tighten them pretty tight. Someone tightened them for me once, and they were so hard to undo. So if people do it for me, I try to remind them, please don't do it too tight. We have them tightened up now, and then what I have to do is to lift the bike up in the air like this. Good to hold your head back and push with all your might, and then it's up in the air, and those wheels are off the ground and these wheels are off the ground. And then what you do, you've got a little sort of screw attachment here that goes through and makes sure that the hand cycle and the wheelchair don't come apart when you're doing 15 to 20 mile an hour on the road, and perhaps a buzz is coming towards you, and the last thing you want is for them to become detached. So we're up and away now, and we can go off on one of our rides. So thank you for tuning in. Could I just ask you, please make a comment on all my videos. It does help with the algorithms. Like if you like the video, and I don't mind constructive criticisms in the comments part. Ask me questions. I'm so interested that people are interested in my bike. And well, thank you for tuning in anyway, and you'll see the next video. Last Tuesday I cycled all the way from Oakhampton to Plymouth, and it was a very, very eventful ride. Everything that I didn't want to happen seemed to happen. The hand cycle turned over. I ended up at the bottom of a horribly stony track with a dead end. How I got out without calling the fire brigade, I just don't know. But we're going to have some reels of all those fun parts I had on that ride. But thank you for tuning in. Do like, comment and share with all your followers. It would be nice if this channel is monetized eventually, because I've promised 3 charities that I will give to those charities if I ever get monetized. So thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.